What's up? It's your boy Young Nico and Big T in the house. Okay,
Don't call
so
me that.
okay, so let these people know who you is, bro.
What's up? I'm Trey. Big chillin'.
It's your boy Trey. You see either one of us in the hallways, say what's up. Unless you on that goofy stuff, then
Don't say what's up to me. I'm an introvert. I don't really like people, but you can walk past, look at me maybe.
literally yin and yang, yang yin type stuff going on. Anyways, we here today because we decided it was best to talk to everyone out there that's really real. Now, the definition of real for me doesn't mean, oh, I'm from the streets. Oh, I'm a thug. Oh, I'm was in jail for the 2 days. No, what real is to me is being who you are at all times and never changing for anybody, even if they don't like it, even if you're hated for it. Be the best version of you and do that all day, every day, and do what you can to help. Anything you'd like to add to that, Trey?
Only my mom can call me that, but yeah, like.
I am your mom.
All right, so ignore him. He kind of like not all there, but shit. What were you just saying?
Boy, we in school do not say bad words. Okay. See, this is an example of cultural diffusion. No, I'm playing. Okay.
It is though. That is true. You see,
Okay.
on his side, he grew up with. I don't want to sound stereotypical or trying to like generate someone of a different group, but he was raised around a black, environment. As me, I was raised by white people. I'm not gonna lie. I am, as some people would call an Uncle Tom, but it's cool because that's who I am, and I embrace that every day, and I love myself for who I am. And anyone out there feel like they need to change for other people's reasons, like that's not necessary. There should never be a time where you feel like you don't have to be yourself to fit in with somebody else. You should not have to change your own thought process to fit into other people's agenda, because that is not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be your own individual at all times, and if they want to force themselves onto you and their thoughts and their point of views, then that's them. You cannot let that leach into you. You got to be your own self at all times. You got to be different. You got to be your own human being, because everyone's here for a reason. You may not know that yet. They have their reasons, and I promise you their reason is not to be involved with your reason. Everyone has their own purpose, and everyone has their own thing to do in life.
Awesome. Perfect. Now, just to not elaborate on what he said, but to correct something that he said, I was not raised around black people. Actually, I was raised around Hispanic culture. That was my stepfather.
Okay, that's why you look like that.
Boy, stepfather was Hispanic, mother was white. I spent time with mostly Hispanic culture growing up, and then once I got older, it was a little bit more of the white, a little bit more of the black started to come into play. So I have a very diverse sense of thinking, sense of being, sense of self, and therefore I pride myself with having what I like to call a higher consciousness. This can be achieved by not even just total focus, but the inner drive, the inner character. If you know inside you're a bad person, don't say, okay, you need to change. Just be like,
Be the best bad person you can be.
right, like be a bad person, but don't be a evil person. Like there's a difference. You can be a bad person because of what you went through, but as long as you can accept that and realize what the problem is, that's step one of solving the problem, admitting you have one.
Being a bad person doesn't define your beliefs. If your beliefs are bad, that's fine. It's when you choose to act on those beliefs that are negative that makes you a bad person. If you know right from wrong, good from bad, if you know empathy, sympathy, and all that, then you should be good. Don't punch him in the face, because I wouldn't like it if he punched me in my face. That's how that works. You just gotta. There's a balance to everything in the world. There's good and there's evil, but there is a middle, and you can guide through that, or you can be on evil or good. But everything has its consequence, and everything comes around.
Perfect. See, and I like what he's talking about because it makes total sense. Just gotta listen to it. You may stop back and think, well, why would I listen to them? They're nobodies. They're black. Some people might even really think that. Like it's a real life. It's kind of funny to us, but it's a real life issue. Like these kids don't know what they're doing. They're bad people. They're evil. You don't know what they do outside of school. That's right. You don't know. So what I'm trying to tell you is it doesn't matter who you are in one place and then who you are in another. Just try to be the best you can. It's just the effort that counts, the thought that counts. Because if you do that, people will see it, people will realize it. But if you just eat all the time, nobody's gonna want to be with you. Nobody's gonna like you. If you constantly lie, try to manipulate, and force your way into a situation that you shouldn't be in, not cool. And also, don't try to enable a situation if you already know. Like, this is just to help people out there. If you don't know how to help somebody, the best thing to do is to not help them at all. Just say, hey, I don't know how to help you. Like, maybe it's best we don't talk. You seem to be going through a lot more than what I can handle or what I can deal with. Because recently, that happened to me. You know, somebody was there, no slugs, no shade, but somebody was there at a point in my life where I felt like I really needed somebody. Ended up not working out. Cool, whatever. You know, you gotta move on. It's life. It happens, even though it hurts.
Yeah,
Trey?
and you know, I see what you're talking about like that. Like, don't try to do all that because, like, when you try to help somebody that you don't know how to help, that just encourages their depression, encourages
Right.
their self-doubt.
You're enabling them to kill themselves. Not physically, well, hopefully not physically,
Like
but
emotionally,
emotionally.
you know, like say someone's going through something you don't know how to help, but you're like, oh, it's gonna be okay, you'll be all right. But to them, it's like, okay, well, like I can't see them trying to help me. There's just another person that doesn't understand what I'm going through. How can someone understand what I'm going through when I can't even understand it myself? It's kind of like it just doesn't work. It's like a contradictive act. Like someone can't help you if they don't know how, and you can't help yourself, and you can't let people who don't know how to help you, because they'll help you become even worse.
Right. Hold on, let me check, make sure we still rolling here, buddy. And we are.
All right.
So, it's all
We're at
good.
about 7 minutes.
Alright, sounds good. So we're not gonna take up too much of y'all's time. We know y'all busy people out there making changes, doing big things in the world. Focus on the goal, not the girls. Focus on the goal, not the guys. Focus on the goal, not the game. Keys. Alright, bro. I was about to say any last words, but that sounds very like I'm about to kill you. Okay.
Yeah, we're just in this isolated
Yeah.
room.
Any last words, Trey?
All right. Well, if anything, my last words would probably be, be yourself, keep your head up. Don't listen to the things that other people say. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's okay to be you, as long as you don't force yourself on other people and don't make them you.
Yes, thank you, Lord.
Oh yeah, and
All
don't
right.
play around on other people's Samsung soul.
Definitely not on my Samsung Soul, because I got a Samsung Soul. Alright, that's it for today, y'all. Alright, much love, much peace, much happiness. Hopefully, a lot of inspiration. Y'all go out there, do big things. Well, you ain't gotta sit there and make videos, but the best actions are those that go unseen. You may think, oh, he says everything he does good. Nah. You just don't know. But that's the key. Be humble.
Look out for our mixtape dropping sometime 2018.
Maybe.
No certain date. Just know it's next year.
Just know it's next year. We gonna be fly. Gotta tell them the real. People say why. I say cuz. They say what. I say Rhymes with but. No, see, look, we just some two goofy kids, bro. Just trying to have a good time.
I'm telling you.
Just trying to have a good time. That's all we want.
That's how it's gotta be. Like when you're by yourself, it's cool to feel your emotions, but when you're with other people, you gotta be approachable. Like the best time to enjoy yourself is when you're around people who radiate from you, that you can feel their chakra infusing with yours, and that you feel their radiant, their happiness transferring onto you. Because when I'm at home, I couldn't do this. I can't even talk. The only person I talk to is myself. But I have Nico, and I can talk to him. And I realized that, last night, even though he kind of, I kind of wanted to hang him with a licorice stick, but it's like at the end of the day, I know that he worried. Like his best interest is what I'm going to be and where I'm going to make it in life. And although he has not had the best past, that's not the past isn't important. Neither is the future, because the future is now, and that's what you have to work on. And like that's what you gotta strive to make better, is yourself now. You don't have to worry about the